Welcome back to Headlines. I'm Wes Austin, and these are today's top stories. First up, Tim Walz wants us to think that our European allies are terrified of Trump's dangerous AI sombrero memes. In a related story, European intelligence agencies have formed a task force to combat the growing threat of novelty facial hair and mariachi bands. Then, Netflix continues to be in the headlines after a teenage lesbian kiss in a kid's Jurassic World cartoon went viral. Finally, a children's show where a monster isn't the only thing coming out of the closet. Next, Richard Gere is calling Trump a dark presence who's destroying America while he's living in Spain. When you're an actor best known for a movie about a prostitute, a competent president is about as terrifying as running into your mom at Hooters. And finally, Harvard just hired a drag queen as a visiting professor to teach in the drag queen persona. You can attend the class live or online. With the online class, you avoid traffic, overpriced parking, and copious amounts of glitter. Then we're going to go to the comment section on this segment that we did about the Tina Turner statue. Is there a worse statue that's been recently unveiled? Yes, there actually is, and we'll show it to you, maybe remind you about it. And then on the segment about Trump trolling Hakeem Jeffries, we actually have a part 3, and we'll show it to you. Okay, let's dive in. Our European allies are apparently concerned over President Trump's dangerous sombrero memes, at least according to Tim Walz. In this clip, when Tim Walz refers to AI videos of fake news reports on healthcare, I believe he's actually referring to the videos of Hakeem Jeffries wearing a mustache and a sombrero.
I have seen Fox News even correct this issue, that trying to tell the public we're in a massive misinformation campaign. The president himself tweeting out AI videos of fake news reports on healthcare. This is really dangerous, and it's really hard. And I cannot express to you the concern and the absolute bafflement and fear of our European allies asking me, is this stuff really going on? So yeah.
Europe has seen 2 world wars, the Black Plague, and Russia bombing Kiev. But apparently, it's Hakeem Jeffries wearing a sombrero that's keeping them up at night. Netflix is already facing mass cancellations over radical gender ideology in kids shows, and now another example has gone viral. This image shows a teen lesbian kiss scene from Netflix's kids series Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. Now I know when I think of a children's cartoon about dinosaurs, I think lesbians kissing. Elon Musk has publicly urged viewers to cancel Netflix due to questionable children's content on the platform.
Banavi, tell us why you chose this delicious dress.
As a transberry, I love living out loud as my most authentic self.
It's me. I'm trans, Norma. And everyone at school knows, and everyone at home knows. And being here, it's like a whole new place.
I always thought predators were in the action movies. Now they're writing scripts for the kids' shows. Richard Gere, who is living in Spain with his wife, condemned President Trump by saying he's not only crazy, but a dark presence who's almost destroyed our country. Richard, you've spent your entire adult life in an industry where the white powder nose candy is a networking tool. Forgive us if we don't take your political guidance. A reporter asked Gere if he was concerned about America's future, and he said this.
Of course. No, I mean, we have a president who's he's not only crazy, he's a dark presence. And it's happened so quickly. 6 months, he's almost destroyed our country.
Don't worry, Richard. Trump may have deported millions of illegals, but the gerbils are still here. Harvard is continuing to maintain its stellar reputation by hiring a drag queen to teach as a visiting professor starting in the spring of 2026. Nothing screams rigorous academic standards like a professor whose CV includes tucking tips. The biological male who goes by the drag queen name Lahore Bajistan will teach 2 courses at Harvard: Rue Politics, Drag, Race, and Desire, and Queer Ethnography. The course is on race, drag, and desire. So basically, Harvard is charging $90,000 for what you can learn free on TikTok at 2 a.m. This professor, whose pronouns are she or auntie, will be teaching the class in their Lahore persona. By the end of the semester, students will need therapy, a shower, and possibly a priest. And now on to the comment section. The first comment is on the segment we did about AOC saying that Trump wanted kids to die. Anyway, this is a comment from, let's see, Mark Curlin? Yeah, 2585. MABA, make Alexandria a barmaid again. I just like that, MABA. Okay, and then on the Tina Turner segment about her statue that just looks terrible, this comment really helps point out that there is a statue that's recently unveiled that it's actually worse, if you can remember this statue. So this is from Just Fed Up 47. Whatever happened to the MLK statue with the arms around each other, and it just looked hideous. So this was just a few years ago, and this is an image of the sculpture. Now, depending on what angle, it looks really inappropriate, but if this statue was supposed to be of 2 arms hugging each other, I think Martin Luther King hugging his wife, but just the arms. But if you look at it from a different angle, here's a different angle picture, it just, it looks really messed up. So I do think this one is worse than the Tina Turner one. Dang, but we've had some really bad, do people not know how to do statues anymore? Have we lost that skill? Because the ones I've seen recently have just been terrible. Okay, and then on this segment that we did about President Trump trolling Hakeem Jeffries for the 2nd time, and I think I made a joke about I can't wait to see the 3rd one, and a number of you have commented about the 3rd one. Like, here's one from Rain Alias. I think this was before Trump posted the 3rd one. Part 3 of Hakeem will be him standing outside an abandoned taco truck. And we do actually have the part 3 now. It's not that one, although I thought that would have been hilarious too. But I do have part 3, so I thought we could just enjoy part 3 together. So just to set this up, before the shutdown happened, Schumer, Hakeem Jeffries, Mike Johnson, they went to President Trump's office and had a meeting in there. And when they were meeting, President Trump had some Trump 2028 hats on his desk in the Oval Office. So that's kind of the setup, and President Trump used that as the basis to do this last part 3. And hopefully we'll have another part 4, but here is part 3. And I'm sure that Hakeem Jeffries is probably just curled up in a ball crying in the corner of his office right now. But still, I do hope that we continue to have every day would be great if President Trump could post another Hakeem Jeffries meme. They're just awesome. Thanks for watching Headlines, and thank you for sharing my clips and videos with your friends and family. I really do appreciate it. I'm Wes Austin. Good night.
Please like, comment, and subscribe.